And, even last week when the lady was pregnant, and I'll state this now because, our people are something else. This lady apparently was on oxygen. Her oxygen saturation was 40%. I didn't get into the detail last week. You understand? But she's deceased now, so I can say so. Her oxygen saturation was 40%. She was told by the doctors that she cannot survive with a 40% oxygen saturation. The only fighting chance she has of surviving is to be intubated, and she refused. Her husband also refused. So the doctors then decided that they would have offered the option of taking a child, 26 weeks. They have even probably saved children at 24 weeks, I believe, at Mount St. John. And she refused. Next thing, it seemed as though they probably were going to intubate her, and the husband took her at home. And it is evident that her oxygen saturation would have fallen even lower than the 40%. So the fetus, what do you call it? What's the term I'm looking for? Aborted spontaneously. And that's when the husband took her back to the hospital. They tried to intubate her. It's too late. This kind of behavior, we got to curb our emotions and listen to the scientists, listen to the doctors. They're well trained. We cannot be taking things into our own hands and operate out of emotions and ignorance. And then when you make, your bad decision, your fatal decision, then you blame the system. Because I heard a couple of voicemails. I did 2 or 3 voicemails that were circulated by the husband. And he actually tried to lay blame at health officials and saying, oh yes, they won. In other words, they killed her off. And that is why we have to hold Harold Lovell accountable for these loose statements, because what he's doing there deliberately, even though he qualified his statement, the fact that he mentioned it, the qualification as far as I'm concerned is irrelevant, and is a qualification that he used in a smart way to try and cover up what he was doing. But by making that statement that he wanted to know what's going on at Mount St. John with all those deaths, what Harold Lovell was doing in essence was to undermine the health workers, undermining the health system, and that in itself could encourage people to stay home.